Good morning, traders. Stock Sumo here with BlueHorseshoeStocks.com. Today's Wednesday, July 24th, and today we're doing an update on IceWEB Inc. Stock ticker IWEB. And we've had this one on our watch list for a couple weeks now. It's been performing very well for us since we put our profile together and put it up on our site. And if you want to look at our previous articles that we've put together, including our special report on IceWEB, be sure to stop by our blog at BlueHorseshoeStocks.com. Type in IceWEB in the search bar, and you can go pull up all those previous articles that we've published on this company. Going back, you can see this is when we first initiated our coverage, and the stock was just coming off of its 52-week lows. Initially, we had the nice pop from 024 to 0355. IceWEB consolidated and it bounced right back, and we're trading up near that previous swing high. Notice we got above the 100-day moving average, which is a good sign, and for the past couple of sessions IceWEB has been holding above this moving average, sitting at 031. So now this 100 DMA is acting as our level of support. Previously, back in March, IceWEB had a run and it ran into resistance at that 100 DMA. Now that we've broken above this 100 DMA, the chart's been setting up really nicely. I'd like to see the stock make a move towards its next resistance area, which is 045. That's the 200 DMA. Looking at the RSI is steadily going north. We had this spike in the RSI when it reached up to the power zone, and that's when we saw a breakout in the stock when we first initiated our coverage. And since then the RSI cooled down a bit, but it held support above the 50 line. That's a good sign. And this RSI is climbing back north again, and it looks like it wants to make its way into the power zone. Between 70 and 90 is considered the power zone, and stocks tend to break out when the RSI is in the power zone. So if we see this RSI get back up into that power zone, we'll be looking for a breakout in the price per share. Looking at the accumulation and distribution, that's picking back up for us again, so that's always a good sign. Notice we had some big volume here when we first initiated our coverage, and that accumulation and distribution picked up, and it's been increasing since. The MACD recently had a crossover back here, and these lines are showing divergence. They're splitting apart nicely, and the bars on the histogram are building up to the bullish side. So really like the makeup on this chart. A previous resistance level here was around 029. That's currently acting as a level of support. So I like the fact that we broke through this previous resistance area. It's holding as support. The next key resistance is going to be this 045, which coincidentally that was a previous swing high back here in April. So that coincides with our 200 DMA, and that's going to be our next key resistance at 045. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to keep IceWEB on your watch list, add it to your radar, and stop by our blog at BlueHorseshoeStocks.com. And while you're visiting our site, pull up our disclaimer for disclosure purposes. Good luck and make it a great day.